I originally wanted to start this video by talking about when I got the idea to live in a van, how I got here, how I'm planning to fund my life on the road, and there's so much to share that I decided to dedicate that to a whole separate FAQ video very soon. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions you want me to answer. Now let's talk about my journey and decisions to buy this van that I now call Willi. I started searching for a van in March 2020. I wanted to purchase an empty VW and build it up myself, with the help of my neighbor and brother. Looking for a van or bus in springtime is bad enough, but pandemic prices made this search insane. I looked at a lot of vans that ended up having major undisclosed issues, all obviously advertised as in amazing condition. I was getting a bit desperate because time was really slipping away, so I spent half an hour before bedtime every single day looking and browsing through several different websites with listings for weeks. I knew I would need a lot of time working a full-time job and not having experience building things or like electronics or anything, and wanting to fully build out my van myself. So I started looking at converted VWs towards fall that roughly would match my ideas, but nothing matching my ideas and affordable. Similarly to window shopping houses, we all do have that friend who loves looking at listings, right? Or are you maybe that friend? I love looking at listed camper vans on the market unrelated to my search, like fully decked out vans, 60K and up, quirky vans, huge schoolies and tiny Priuses, beautiful build-outs, scrappy build-outs. I just love watching van tours and all of this, but most of these outside of my price range or not in a condition I would want. And then I suddenly came across an ad for this 92 Ford Econoline. I immediately was in love.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Definitely looks like home. I don't see her.
Maybe I was in love because this reminded me of the build-out Hannah Duggan did in her van. I love her channel, and if you love watching van life videos, you need to check her out. But the photos immediately spoke home to me. He was out of my price range by a few thousand. He was taller than I wanted. He was older than I wanted, much older. He did not check the mark on any of the criteria I had listed for my search. But he checked the most important one. This was my dream car, and I never would have, even in my wildest dreams, thought I would get this one here. And then the build-out decisions were the same ones that I would make, well, mostly. Looking at this van, he had the right bones. He just felt right. I was scared about the technical condition. I asked a lot of people that know about cars, who all told me it's a very solid motor and will probably last another 150,000 miles at least. And I had a mechanic specializing in old American cars look at it, and I knew I would have to make a lot of upgrades to it to be able to live in it full time, but a lot of the basic construction, like insulation and the bed and some carpentry, things that would take us weeks, if not months, were already done. That was perfect for me. The mechanic found a few more things than I expected, but the seller ended up meeting me at that price point my mechanic ended up putting on it. So while I trust that the seller had good intentions and did not want to scam me at all, I am still scared that I might have made the wrong decision to go for such an old car and for such an old American car. I really want to learn more about vans and how to take care of Willi and be able to do some of the routine maintenance myself. But he still is an old car where something can go wrong at any point. He also is an American car in Europe, which will require specialized mechanics most of the time. This decision was not easy, but the clear feedback from the mechanic that looked at it was that there were some minor things to do that end up costing a few thousand, but overall, he's in a really solid, good condition and a really good base. And the seller ended up reducing the price by that amount, so I don't know, I trust that. And I was and am in love. I feel at home, and I feel like this is the partner for my journey I want, and just everything feels right with him. Picking him up was a day filled with so many emotions. I mean it when I say I'm in love with this van. Literal feelings and stuff, you know, butterflies and that kind. I had already picked out a name a while ago. I want my journey to be guided by 3 different sentiments that are embodied by 3 figures that all share a name. William or Willi. William the Bloody is supposed to help me follow my heart. Let me make bold decisions, be brave, have fun, and follow my passion. At the same time, I hope that William Shakespeare will remind me to make smart decisions. Let the brain take over when needed and be rational while still pushing those boundaries and thinking outside the norm. But most importantly, I want Willi, my father's middle name, to watch over my journey and help me stay safe.
Okay, wir hatten gesagt, jetzt ganz in die Mitte, ne?
Ja. Ich will das Video glauben. Ist das schwer. Was denn? Die Folie, die Botschaft zu machen.
Der Opa weiß noch nicht, wie der heißt. Ich bin sehr gespannt, was er dazu sagen wird.
Wo sind die anderen Buchstaben? Hä, wo sind die anderen?
Ja, am Ende. Und da müssen wir klicken.
So, immer gefallen.
Boah, guck dir das an. Ja, das ist richtig. Fuck. Kannst du das lesen? Willi. Damit mich der Willi auch weiter auf meinen Reisen begleitet und dafür sorgt, dass ich sicher bin.
How he raised me to be a strong, confident, independent woman, how he keeps supporting my decisions even if he does not fully agree with them, up to decisions of self-defense and what kind of weapons I can take with me. I would have never thought in my life I would be discussing weapons with my father. Remember, we're not in the United States, where we are in a country in Germany with very different gun laws, and talking weapons with my dad was a very strange experience, but also fully fitting for the role that I sort of put him in, right? So yes, there are a lot of unknowns. Aside from the fact that I will have to put a lot of work and money into my new home to keep it in a good condition, I might have made a bold gut decision buying Willi. So thanks, William the Bloody. But I'm really trying to be smart about learning maintenance and what I need to cover before hitting the road. Thanks, Shakespeare. So wish me luck, and I hope you all have a Willi in your life that helps you stay safe in every way, shape, or form.